Hello. Hello, good afternoon. So thank you for joining us for this presentation. This is the Discord batch from our bootcamp, the Valley Bootcamp, which is a 4 weeks bootcamp um, that we are in SDSU for that at that moment. So this is our first batch of the year. I'm gonna just take few minutes to explain to you what is exactly this bootcamp, and then I'll let the students explain each project from themselves. So the idea is to basically make your dream startup come true. And why are we doing this? And why are we here also? So it's a French bootcamp startup for entrepreneur students. And the idea is to kind of give them an exposure to the Californian Tech Hub and also give them a chance to have this cultural exchange, more also about professional growth and for their curriculums also have a professional experience in America and international experience. During this bootcamp, they were exposed to Silicon Valley 1 week and then 3 weeks in San Diego. And during these 4 weeks, they had the chance to work about their startups in product, a little bit of coding, and the way I would say the playbook of Silicon Valley is here and how we use the playbook to help them work on their projects. So the main goal is inspiring French entrepreneurs in this tech hub, creating the future of French startups and reach their vision with this Silicon Valley mindset. So that's why we decided to come here for 4 weeks. So the batches, yeah, we have 3 batches per year. So a batch is it's basically a 4 weeks bootcamp. As I said, 1 week in Silicon Valley, 3 weeks in San Diego. Why do we choose to be 1 week in Silicon Valley and 3 weeks in San Diego? It's very simple. It's that we want the students to have an immersion on the Silicon Valley because of the mindset, to see how it is to work here. And then we decided to come to San Diego more because we are more in a build time, I would say, in an execution time. And the problem with Silicon Valley is that there is a lot of things going on every week, every day. And if you want to execute and be focused on your project, it's a little bit complicated to not change every day your project. So that's why we decided to do that. And yeah, each batch contains about 5 and 15 students. It really depends on the periods of the year. So this is the first of the year right now. And we try to mix people from tech schools and business schools in France. So in this batch that you will see just after, they are all from business schools, a business school in France. So there is no tech people. And so they try to, I would say, vibe code a little bit their projects. For some, others have more, not all have MVPs. Some are MVPs, others have just prototypes. So we'll see just after. And so, as I said, the 4 weeks bootcamp is this immersion, also with SDSU, which we are grateful to be there also at SDSU. And this is the program. So entrepreneurship mindset, office hours with local entrepreneurs, improving English in the mornings, and networking. Because yeah, the first week in San Diego, they improved their English being at an Institute of English, which is a CEL, College of English Institute, in Pacific Beach. Just to show you some of the companies we see or we are going to visit during our trip. So this is not every one of these companies were visited by these students, but this is more our partners. And sometimes we go for LinkedIn, sometimes we go for Google. It really depends. Sometimes we go for other ones like NASA or YouTube or that one. So yeah, this is some examples of the companies. So yeah, to finish and to sum up. This is a 4 weeks of business development bootcamp. The idea is to have an MVP ready at the end. For some will need some funding, others don't need it. So it's really depending on the project. 1 week of English lessons, an international certificate of achievement. And yes, we have a Discord community of the alumni. And so they are able to continue working with alumni and continue giving some. We continue having a monthly report and monthly updates month after month. So they keep their exclusive access to the Discord community. So if you have questions, just feel free to reach me. And for now, I'll give the mic to Julien, which will be explaining his project. So thank you.
Everybody. Thank you to take your time for me today. I will begin with my project for this presentation. And to begin, I want to introduce me. So I'm Julien Croix-Marie. I'm a student in ISC Business School, ISC Paris. So in in the end of my second year, passing to my third year to complete a license or a bachelor. So I will quickly begin with my project. I try to make it simple and clear for everybody to understand it. So first I want to ask you a question. What do you think about flying? Because me, I like flying. Ça marche pas? Tu vois? Excuse me for the incident. Okay. It's good. Okay. Excuse me. So, so why I love flying? When I was young, I flown a lot. So I like this thing of being in the air, of being in a very big space when we don't know everything. This it's like the age also of a plane. The pilot life is the, these are something that very passionate me. So like I wrote, I don't just love flying. I admire those who make it possible because the work of a pilot is really from my eyes, it's really it's a big work, a big workload. So really, with I would say the responsibility of all the passenger by taking them from a point to another. It's very I admire this work. How do you think pilot manage stress? It's a big subject because you know they fly a big plane, and also they have it's well known that they have planning that are very consequent, and they fly a lot. So they have a difficult family life to live, and it's it's how to say incompatible with to live with a partner. Not for everybody, but mainly at the start of their life as a pilot. And from what I saw, they have to manually report their flight time after the flight they do. They have sometimes poor logistic. So when they are in stopover, like they did a flight and then they have another one, if they are not at their home, sometimes they have to themselves organize their hotels, transportation, etc. Manual training monitoring also. So their certification, their license, they have to keep it on track by themselves also, and are not very good organized. Quoi? Ouais. Yeah, I'm sorry. Bah, celle après celle-là. Ouais. EasyJet roster. Yeah. So as an example, you have a roster of an EasyJet pilot, so planning, and as you can see, it's very hard to understand what flight you have to do, and pilots are trained to recognize how it works, but it's tricky too. So so what's the opportunity I saw in this? I want to make an app that centralize all the wants of all the needs of a pilot to have an overview, a quick and easy to understand overview. So like I did the next mission you have in the dashboard, so like the home page. The next mission you have, c'est mieux? Okay. So like the next mission you have, so the airport, the date, the next stopover with your hotel or your or when you are going to sleep, the transportation, how much will be covered by the company, your license at date, the ones valid and the ones to renew or the one expired, and also track your flight time. So my want is to automatize all of that. So pilots just have to look at their app and saw what they did simply. They are competitors. So I took the three main: Log10 Pro, Roster Buster, and TA Connection. So what they do: Log10 Pro, Log10 Pilot Log, do flight planning, visualization, and management. So you have to you can't see I would say you can see your planning on this app, but on Roster Buster it's like automatized. So you have it's manual, but you just have to put the file that your company gives to you in the application to see your planning in the more to resume. It's just that some app does something that I want to do, but not all. It's not centralized. You have to use different apps, and it's not very optimized. So my want is really to like connect all of these apps that already exist and put them in one and only one and easy to see and voila. So so to give you a better example of what I want to do, if you go like on mission, you will have all your week or your flight on the month from what the company gave to you. It will be automated. So so for example, for the first one, it will be Lille in France to Bordeaux, then to Nice with a stopover at Nice. At Nice. When you open the window, you have all of the information. So it's more for the pilot. It's very it's precise, but you have the report time. So when you have to be at the gate, your departure, block time, turnaround time. So how much time you have to wait until the next flight, the plane info, the crew, the captain you will be with, how much crew member you will be with, and also like I said for the stopover, your hotel, the hour of the check-in, the checkout, the shuttle for the transportation. It's really an example that I like to make because for me it really has a signification of helping pilots because it's easy to read. Everybody could understand this presentation. So to be more concrete, my customer segment will be airline pilots, so like B2C, pilots active and in reserve, so who are active in airlines and also those ones who work for different airlines, and also directly airlines, so for integration to them to give the information via APIs or things like that, and to support their crew, their pilots, because it's also their job. My key value will be to automate to make automated schedule and logbook tracking, smart stopover assistant, and certification monitoring. So you will have like on the app some push notification for when you have to do like for a reserve pilot when you have to do a new flight to keep your license, or when you have some formation to do again to keep the license. For the revenue model, it will be classic like pilot subscription. It's really all of this is really the V1. So so I'm at the beginning, but it will be so pilot subscription, SaaS, so software as a service for the airlines, and also affiliate commission like TA Connection do. So TA Connection is more B2B based, and they work directly with the airlines to provide them service for the pilots, like hotels and transportation. But not all airlines work with them. So that's what I want to make also. My channels will be mobile app, like I said, direct sales to airlines, and also promote the project on LinkedIn, aviation forums, and pilot communities. I'm already beginning to make like on Reddit. I'm planning to do some discussion to discuss with pilots on the specific channels, and for my strategic edge, simplifies pilot daily life, because in my sense they really have to be recognized and reduce their administrative workload and increase compliance and the well-being of pilots. So well, I don't know. What do you think? I'm really at the, like I said, at the beginning of this project. So it's like 1 week and a half that I'm working on it, and I really want to help pilots. I know from myself I can do very much because I don't have coding skills, but I know there's vibe coding things. But but voila, for me, for my midterm vision, it will be a project that require a little bit of investment, but not only investment in people, in good people that know how to code, how to clearly have a clear vision and something like this. So voila, if you want my LinkedIn and uh, and voila, I hope you like the idea and I want pilot to be to live well. Thank you. Okay. Mm. Mm. Yeah. 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 You're right. I was following I'd say a base plan by YC Combinator, by Y Combinator, excuse me, and that's why I quickly made the MVP, like the image of the app you saw, and it's not how to say trash, but it's like a really first version. So that's why there's very much things that are not. Mhm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. No, no, no. Yeah, from what just what I want to do is I think the best option is to work directly with airlines, but yeah, yeah. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. 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 Yeah, yeah. I know my. It's like the presentation is a bit unorganized, but yeah, yeah. At the beginning, what I wanted to say is that from 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 my from where from when I was little, I flown a lot with my parents, and I really love being in plane, the feeling of a takeoff, the the the, the smooth landing, the pilot works, and I always wanted to be a pilot. I think I will one day pass my certification for private flying, but today I'm in a business school, so that's why we are pushed to have ideas, to make to have projects, and that's why I wanted to do something in line with this. It was complicated to find an idea, but I did not make any interview this day, but I'm I did some not some but very big research on every platform. So pilot communities, uh, the classical one, LinkedIn, but mainly Reddit, because they are very much communities that are about flying and about directly pilots and airlines. And I saw that there are people that are complaining about. I use this data after I had the idea, but that's what makes me think, okay, it will be. I think it's a need. Voilà. So I let the talk to the next group. Faut que tu allumes ton micro. Ah ouais. Ouais,
Okay, sorry. So we are participating in the Andres Bootcamp to finalize our project. We are here today to present our project, which we hope we revolutionize the world of sports app.
So what do we do? Sorry about that. What do we do? Over time, we realized that there was no application that combined all the features we need. We are always forced to go through several applications to do our session well. That's why we thought of this project. Our apps is designed for people who practice sports, and at the moment, mainly bodybuilding or people who want to improve their physical condition and well-being. This application will be online for people who have difficulty managing their nutrition, their training, or staying motivated. We are a one-step mobile application that offers personalized guidance on sport, nutrition, and personal well-being. Unlike other apps, which are often limited in terms of option and function, our app integrates all dimensions of physical and mental progress with an easy-to-use, smooth interface assisted by artificial intelligence. We are developing a smart and comprehensive mobile application that guides each user through their sport training with AI generates programs that can be modified and adapt to their level, equipment, and goals. Daily nutrition, sleep, well-being, and motivation. The biggest plus of the app is the AI coach that is available 24/7.
So our vision of the project in the short term, so 1 to 4 months, the project's vision will be to conduct 20 to 30 user interviews, to reinforce our competitive benchmark, create more application prototype, finalize the prototype, and find collaborators, create a landing page, and begin a pre-seed fundraising campaign. In the medium term, so 6 to 12 months, we want to launch the beta version with EI program, nutritional follow-up, EI coach, well-being check-in, creating a community of testers, monetization test, and we would like the satisfaction goal to be higher than 18%. In the long term, so 1 year and more. We want our app to be available in the Apple Store and Play Store in Europe and America with 25,000 activated downloads in 18 months. We also want to partner with 20 gym chains. We also want to appear in the media to increase our visibility and raise additional funds, 500 to 1 million, to develop the application.
What is our unique perspective? Our application is unique because it has all the key features at the same time in one single application. Personalized AI coach 24/7, smart meal scanner, evolving AI sport program, overall health score, directory of trust location, challenge, leagues, and friend city ranking. Sleep and mood tracking, multi-use app for sports, nutrition, sleep, well-being, and social. We have created a competitive chart to provide you with more details. So, compared to leading apps like Freeletics, MyFitnessPal, and Nike Training Club, ours stand out for its all-in-one approach. Freeletics focused on training, MyFitnessPal on nutrition, and Nike Training Club offer guides session, but none of them combine all the essential dimensions of well-being. Our app is the only one that integrates personalized training, nutritional tracking, mental well-being, and AI coaching into a single interface, providing simple, and motivating daily supports.
So concerning the value we want to convey, we want to offer an application with a unique and easy-to-use interface that replaces 3 to 5 apps used daily by athletes. With a personalized virtual coach, we also want to offer a physical, nutritional, and motivational follow-up with a motivating gamification, so challenges, community, etc.
So, business model. For the business model, sorry, we want the app to be freemium with ads. The source of revenue will therefore be the ads, but also a premium subscription will be offered for an optimized experiences without advertising. An affiliation in B2B with gyms, restaurants, and nutritionists could also bring us money. Donation will be open, of course, and we will use various distribution channels such as social media, influencer, and professionals.
So concerning the market and the opportunities, the global fitness app market is growing rapidly. It will increase from $8 billion in 2023 to more than $25 billion in 2032. By 2025, it will already exceed $10 billion. That's why we need to hold on. In France alone, there are 7 million gym memberships, and the market is worth 2.6 billion euros. we can see that there is a strong demand for sports.
For the risk and barrier to entry, several risks and barriers are present, notably the complexity of AI development. We need a simplified MVP and a focus on the app's key function. Then we enter into a strong competition. That's why we opt for a unique position with all-in-one app and an AI coach. Sorry. We may encounter a slow adaptation in B2B. That's why we are going to start with attractive and localist affiliate offer. Finally, tracking hands and sleep is quite complex. That's why we need to make the data semi-manual and be able to connect with connected objects like the Apple Watch.
So now concerning the SWOT. So the strength of the app is the all-in-one with AI and gamification. The weaknesses are the complex development and the need for a strong tech team. Opportunities are the underutilized market for a holistic approach, and the threats are the well-established historical competitors.
And so, what do we want? We are seeking technical collaborators, future user tester, B2B partnership, feedback to improve our app, and the fundraising of $50,000 to $170,000 to properly structure or launch the app.
So concerning the demo of the very first app, so the application visual currently looks like this. So we have the home page, so here, and where we can see so the different tabs. When we click on the start a workout, we switch to the workout tab, which offers us two options. We can also see our progress on training, nutrition, and sleep. So in the training section, we have a AI workout as well as manual training. AI workout allows the user to ask the AI to create a program for them based on their objectives. Manual training, on the other hand, allows users to create their own program by adding the exercise they want and then saving them. So we have the profile tab with different elements concerning the user. The user can modify his information as well as his profile photos whenever he wishes. Our AI coach features is not yet available, but is coming soon. This feature will allow users to ask a question if they have any or ask for advice. Finally, we have the nutrition tab, sorry, which we have here in the web version that we need to improve, and which enable users to calculate their needs according to their objectives and physical activity. This tab also contains buttons that allows you to search for food with their nutritional values. And we are in the process of setting up a scanning system to provide either access to all the informations. Finally, users can take a photo of the dishes they eat throughout the day. So here is we have the visual of what we want the app look like.
And for the conclusion, as you may have observed, our app is much more than a fitness app. This is a personal coach who can push athletes to develop personally. Our mission is to help everyone transform themselves sustainably without getting lost in different applications and thanks back to AI. Thank you for your listening and our LinkedIn. Finish.
Who's your ideal
Oh.
ideal customer? Who's the perfect customer?
The public customer is the age is to 18 to 40 years old and more if they want. It's for athletes, person who would like a good nutrition, a good well-being, and other.
Also for the beginner, if someone want to start sports and they don't know why starting, so he can use, and there are tips and help for him.
I would say, I don't know if you've already listened to it a little, but maybe even trying to narrow that even more. Because I think that as an athlete, the way they experience is very different than, and it might help you too as you're building that because then you're not trying to you're taking that person, and it might help you. So I think there's so many cool things going on in the app as you're building it. Maybe it'd be easier, more streamlined to like pick the person you're building for and really focus on that ideal. Like it maybe just focus on.
Yeah, I'd say you can have done a lot of things. Like the minute you say AI, people are going to say, like, how does this work? The other thing is that I feel like, I mean, I'm not a, I probably use apps in my life, but maybe this is something to do with training as well. Like I catch on to that. Like when COVID was here, we had really catch on. Now no one talks about it. I don't even use my I'm just saying like there's that like that kind of thing happening. That is also like to talk to you because a lot of people like to meet people. You know what I mean? Like I go to my building. So yeah, I think the revenue model is really good because we thought about almost everything. Listing, everyone paying money.
Thank you.
We definitely need more people.
Thank you.
So much work. There's so many things.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lena Berthelot and I'm actually a student at ISC Paris and I'm volunteering for the bootcamp of the Valley. As in this bootcamp, I really wanted to try it because for my studies at the end, I don't know what I want to do, but I know that I want to be all by all myself. So I was like, okay, in this bootcamp, I can launch my own startup. Let's start now, and after that, let's see what will happen. So I'm really excited to present to you Eris, which is a startup with a smart organization where it will be a platform who will connect the industrial buyers and suppliers. So what is Eris? Alors, Iris is a B2B platform that will connect industrial buyers and suppliers through smart matching, like with AI and structured data, which means that with all data on companies, the AI will automatically match when a company do an offer or a demand of suppliers, and it will automatically know which companies can really answer to your needs. Sometimes when you work, you have, for example, in your daily life, you want just a bread because we are French and we were looking at a bread and we searched baguettes and we found many pastries, but not everyone would really do baguettes. So it's more like this. Sometimes the IA propose you some things, but it's not really what you want. So I really want a platform that will help the suppliers to find the perfect match. And also, I really want to help the smallest enterprise and industry to find their clients because they miss our visibility, and also because sometimes they miss some certification who will give them enough credibility to have more clients. So actually, on the market, I noticed many problems. Like for the small and medium entrepreneurs, they are often invisible, but they still have a real expertise. They have something that they can offer to companies, but because of the lack of experiences or clients or certification, they miss this credibility. Also, for the buyers, it can be a very big lack of time because they can't really properly search the good company because there is a various market of companies who can help them. Also, the traditional directives are static, which means that there is no review, not really much data, and not a filter who go beyond the just location or the sectors. Sometimes you want more information. And also, the trust can be a little bit missing because there is no real proof of quality and you don't really know if it's reliable or not. Also, some small business can be left behind because it's not easy to improve your visibility to have more certification. What Iris can offer? Iris can offer a diagnostic of scoring. For example, for each companies, we can do a self-diagnostic on 5 key areas, like on their organization, their documentation, their certification, their cyber readiness, or their client references to help them to know where there is. For example, for the smallest business, it can be very interesting to know if they lack of certification or if they have the certification, but they still miss security on their cyber data. It can also be a very clear signal of maturity because we will be able to see through the time if they do what they can or if they're just stagnant and just take what they have to do. Also, it's a very smart system because with AI-based matching, it will, through filter, find the most relevant suppliers. It will not be just based on guesswork, like, okay, you want this? Someone like this will do the work. It's more like on real data and verificator and dictator. Like, okay, this one really respond to your needs. We saw that based on their previous clients, he did what exactly the same. And also, we also can provide some support for the smallest business with the guidance on their certification or their administration. For example, we can help them on the recommendation, the checklist to do for improve their management and administration certification, and also help them to connect to some experts to know where they have to improve. My main vision and mission for Iris is to help the smallest suppliers to find their clients and also to improve the industrial markets because it really provides the biggest group still with their suppliers or sometimes they can search smallest suppliers, but it's only if they have a very interesting plus value. But the one who has the plus value but not the visibility can be seen and can be really helping the market. Uh, why is this market really interesting? It's because actually the B2B market is increasing. increasing. In 2024, the B2B market was around 20 trillion of dollars, and in 2030 it will be around 47 trillion dollars. So it's really interesting to know that 85% of this market will be only on digital. So if I can be placed on this market, even if it's just 1%, it can be very interesting. Also, smallest and medium size enterprise is really interesting because they actually represent more than 90% of the market of all companies, and also because only these small companies, even if their smallest have not have much chiffre d'affaires, chiffre d'affaires. Their revenue, they still can represent 40 to 70% of their GDP of their countries. But on the market, actually, there is many concurrents for the support of the companies. There is SAP, Ariba, or Jaggers, who are sorry. They are for spend management with ERP integration and global compliance, but it's very for corporate organization. It's too complex. It's too expensive for smallest business, and also for Compass, Thomasnet, or mvg.com, it's not very interesting because it's just directories. It's not a decisions tools. It just gives names, nothing more. It's very interesting to know that with Iris, I could diagnostic first, lightweight and terror for the smallest companies, so I can build a real bridge for the gap of the real data and the structure guidance. So it won't just be to connect companies, it will be to help them to succeed. The main users of Iris will be the smallest industrial company or subtractors because they need more trust from the other companies, more the visibility, and also they are always seeking for new clients. It's also interesting that I also focus on supplier chains and managers because supplier chain managers and buyers because with the fast evolution of the market, they're always looking for faster sourcing. They want more and faster, and they even if they want faster, they still want reliability. Also, it's interesting to know that supportive network and institution can be a very good target for me because they always still looking for inclusion or innovation with incubator like YC or more. They will always need of new ideas, new people to meet, new people to discuss, to have new ideas and new things. But also, it's very interesting to see that the large group or recruiters can be interested in my solution because they can be looking at the certification of the companies or to be sure that the auditor partners, like a verification of what they say. So my main business model is a freemium and accessible process because I want that the smallest companies to have access to it, because sometimes they just need a tool and have money after. So first, I just want them to have the main tools to succeed, and after, if they have money, if they want more, if they have needs of something particular, they can spend money. They can say, okay, you're free. I know that you have me, and I know that you can have me more. So I can spend more money in your process. So first, actually, this project is really young. I had the idea like 1 year ago during my internship, because it was during this internship that I noticed this problem. But it's like in February, between February and March, when I was looking for an internship, and because I was struggling, I was okay. I will go completely differently. What can I do if I don't find an internship? And with the bootcamp, I was like, okay, I had an idea a year ago. Let's go and let's see what I can do. So now I'm trying to build my MVP. And the first was, we can first create an account, etc. But after, I really want for the fast food to find real companies interested in this solution, if they really need it. So after, I can improve it, and at the end, expand it to the more markets. Because first, I want to focus on the industrial market where I found the idea. And after, I want to see if the other market can be interesting, for example, for you customers, like when you're looking for a baguette, if it's really interesting. So what I really need for this project is first partners, because I need to have more expertise, because I'm just in my second years of bachelor. And also I need a help to shape my project and gain more visibility on what I can offer. I also am mainly looking for pilot clients to test the platform, to give me some feedback, also to have free access, because it's still working, so I don't want them to pay a little bit to help me, but I really want to be free for them. Have an early visibility, because they will be the first, so they will be the first to collaborate, to see each other's, and also because this tool will be made by them and for them. And also, I'm looking for advisors and co-founders, because I need to move faster. My main objective is to have my startup launch in 1 year, and also I want to be smarter, to have more key role, and to have a biggest impact on the market. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Like an industrial equipment bolts from somewhere?
Sorry?
Like bolts, like
Screws? Yes.
Yeah, do I go? Is that for this?
Yes, a little bit. I did my internship at Caio. They do clamps for cars or for planes.
Yeah.
But I know that when they need for their own production, they are looking for some companies who do the special vase,
Yeah.
or when they use a big machine.
Yeah.
Sometimes they need to optimize it, and
Yes.
they need to employ another subtractors, because it's not what they do. They just do clamps.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's
Yeah.
just that subtractor to subtractors, and I
There's
want
some contractors to make that.
yeah, I want them to be facilitate.
Yeah. The only thing that I think you've done a really good job. The only thing I say is, have you thought about Alibaba?
Alibaba?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Oh yes, I saw it, I was like, should I add it to the concurrence analysis?
No.
Yeah,
But definitely not.
no, but it's because it can be interesting because they can propose it's like another tool that can be complementary to mine. But I was like, okay, let's just focus on my first as a concurrence, and the other one can be really interesting. And I'm still looking on what I can do, what they do precisely, and on what they I have to do to see what difference has.
I think shipping is the one thing which is very difficult. Like, say for instance, I want a business card. Today I can't get 10 days. I pay less, but I also have to order hundreds. That those are the two challenges. Alibaba and
Yes.
I think
Yes, I think it's really interesting, but sometimes, for example, for the industry markets, they want it faster, but they still want quality. So
yeah,
they can spend much time on certification to be sure that
yeah,
even if in 10 days the thing will be there, they can accept that they spend 1 month to be sure that this 10 days, this piece will be good. But it's really interesting.
yeah. It is very interesting. I think with the tariffs, whatever's going on, I think the dynamic changes.
Yes.
So not everyone's going to buy from China. Is so maybe that changes, but those are the only two products.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how your interviews go when you start doing that, or like once you start to try to get that, because I think those will be interesting, and I think you'll learn a lot from those too, especially like just different like areas within this too.
Yes.
And even like location and like, so being road ahead, which is exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I like. I think this is like Alibaba. I don't know what you like. I wanted to get something industrial wise, and when you've got to order too many, but also it's a little weak. It's a little not. It's an app that's not widely used unless like you're a commercial seller yourself.
Yes.
So if you're an Amazon seller and people are buying from Alibaba, like that's a business.
Yes.
To do that. But otherwise, it's not a fun experience.
Yes.
So maybe that's an angle.
Yes.
And like I feel like too, a lot of people don't see it as maybe if it's not the Amazon reseller. So I think that's another thing too. Like you were saying, like people can trust and rely on this because this platform.
Yes.
I think that's huge.
Yeah, true. Like say Etsy, which is like completely different.
Yes.
But Etsy is like American, like mostly American sellers selling to American users,
Yes.
buyers, but they're making very unique things. But they're completely finished goods that they're selling.
Yes.
So that did really well. Like they opened up a different set of people making furniture as an example.
Yes. Because nowadays with internet, the marketplace, online marketplace is really developing fast, and everyone has its own niche where they can sell their things. So it's really interesting to see, okay, what can I niche do I want to create?
Yeah, definitely. Also, your stuff. You know, when you said gamification, I would look at Duolingo's journey as well. Yeah, Duolingo, they're an edtech, but they really look at gamification, and I find it hard to leave the app. Me and everyone, like they send you like reminders and they say, oh, you got demoted, and so you want to get back on the app.
Yeah.
You know, you want to earn like cherries and like stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
this is fantastic. I don't know what I was doing when I was your age.
Good job.
Thank you.
Imagine a world where the timeless ritual of Middle Eastern beauty meets the power of artificial intelligence. So I'm building Tal, which will be the first intelligent beauty house inspired by Middle East heritage, inspired by elegance, mystery, and Orient heritage. So this will be the first time in the beauty industry. So my idea was to create a makeup brand inspired by Middle East and inspired by my Caribbean roots. I wanted something very meaningful and very personal, and just because I love this culture, but I'm going to explain why I love that culture so much. And the innovation in that project was to add AI in it, not just like a robotic called AI. It will be a real exclusive beauty advisor. So the idea was, if you want an AI invisible, it can be. You just have to open your camera and it will just recognize your tint and propose you the perfect product. Or if you want like a real advice, it can be like an exclusive beauty advisor just for the customer. And that's why I decided to create that one, because it will be the first time that you combine Middle Eastern heritage with innovation. So okay. So about the market, which is very big, it represents 85 billions on the global makeup market in 2024. It expects to increase and so to reach 105 billions by 2028. So what we noticed is that I would say approximately 35% of beauty sales are now made online. So which means that more than 60% hesitate or refuse to buy online because of shade problems and shade uncertainty. My brand's unique insight will be like the first AI powered beauty brand inspired by the rich heritage of the Maghreb and the Middle East. A real exclusive beauty advisor, which is an AI, but like a real exclusive beauty advisor, which will give you makeup tutorials, advice, and so much more. Also something very culturally rooted, very inspired by this very rich culture. About the problem, we believe that at least 1 in 2 customers abandon their online cart due to the lack of a reliable virtual try-on and personal recommendation system. The second is we estimate that 60% of makeup users hesitate or even avoid buying online because they're afraid of not finding the right product for their skin tone. And the third one will be we believe that 30 to 40% of online makeup buyers have returned the product because it didn't match their skin tone. And when I was doing my customers interview, I just noticed that it could be like so much more than 30 to 40%. And I just heard someone who knows someone that like took 2 years to find the perfect shade for her skin, which is a real problem. And sometimes women wear makeup and it's not even their shade, like they're not even wearing the perfect products for the skin. So that's why. So first, I'm just focused on an AI, and it will be my first business. So like real business AI. So it will like a real exclusive beauty advisor. So it will just recognize your tint and propose to the customers the perfect products. So my progress. So now I just chose my AI, which is Gemini, and I will, fuse with WordPress to propose a website where you can just have a conversation with an AI and you can upload a photo, send him a picture, and it will recognize your shade and your tint, and will propose you the perfect product, which is with an affiliate models. So it will give you an affiliate links with partner brands. So that's my MVP. I'm just currently working on it. So for my business model, for the Tal's business model, the Tal is really like the makeup brand. The reviews revenue streams will come from the product sales through the e-commerce platform, but also on the retail and pop-up store sales. Also the limited edition collections and the AI, and I just had an idea, which was to create an app where you have the loyalty program. So you have to show us how much you're loyal to the brand, and it will unblock exclusive products, like very rare products, to show that you have very rare products in Tal's cosmetics. And my goal was like people will fight just to have these products. So for the TLH will be the AI, so that's the AI's name. The revenue streams will come from the affiliate commissions and the brand partnerships. Most of the revenue streams will come from that. So what do I want? I just want something very innovative, because most of the time if you go to Sephora, you just see makeups that were made for Western women, and I've never seen personally a brand which is inspired by Middle East. And what I like about also my culture is that you can have all different types of skin colors. You can have white people, you can have black people, and also very like deep brown skin tones. And I wanted a brand that is very inclusive. And also I wanted to highlight my culture, and that's why I decided to also combine AI to it, because most of the time we have an idea of Middle East and Maghreb like very in the past, like very traditional. And I love this thing about my culture is like very traditional, but I wanted something innovative, like innovation to it, and combine both is very meaningful for me and very powerful. So it'd be like a dialogue between the tradition, the past, but also the future. We've seen that Saudi Arabia, like Dubai, done it. It works perfectly. You have the perfect mix of tradition and also innovation. And I wanted that just not for Saudi Arabia, but all for the Middle East and the Maghreb in the cosmetics, because that's my passion. So not just to modernize the past, but also to let it rise. So more about me. So my name is Lina Talhawi. So both of my parents are Moroccan. So I'm from so this is in North Africa, and it's very linked to Middle East culture. It's almost like the same culture. I'm passionate about cosmetics and also my culture, and I just wanted to show to the world that combine innovation and tradition is possible, especially in this kind of culture. And you not necessarily need to be Arab to understand my project or just to buy my products. I'm born in Paris and raised in France. My parents never taught me how to speak Arabic, but every time I used to travel to Morocco, it was the place where I felt the most good and felt very in peace. And I just love people and the culture. And I hope people will love this universe and just enter in it. And I hope it touches you as much as it touches me. So thank you for your attention.
Your why you're doing this and the reason behind all of the different and I know we talked about how like certain companies are trying to add features to their website to like address this problem. What did you find about like other apps trying like are there other beauty apps trying to use AI in a certain way like that like competition from apps more so than
Yeah, I've seen that many brands try to add AI to it, like L'Oreal or Sephora. They add Modiface, and it's just a filter, and it's gross, it sucks, disgusting. It doesn't work, and so no one talks about it. No one uses it. Everyone goes to in the pop-up stores on Sephora just to try it, ask to beauty advisors, but that's why it doesn't really work. I want an AI that really works for everyone and really can propose you the perfect products. Oh, okay, it's okay. Propose you like the perfect products and that's why I decided to create that one. And also, like I said, I've never seen a brand that is inspired by Middle East culture, and I think we have to do it, like not just for Western women, but for all kind of women, for all skin colors.
Yeah, I would say too, like maybe look and see, and like I said, I don't know if you already done it, but if there's like apps on the App Store that are specifically for like recommendation kind of things and seeing what they're doing, just because AI is like gone everywhere so quickly that I wonder if there's maybe other apps that are trying to do this in a certain way and missing the piece, you know?
Mm, an
That
app.
aren't like brand, yeah, like on the App Store that aren't like L'Oreal or Sephora.
Yeah, I just know about like the most famous is L'Oreal with Modiface. I know that it's just a filter. Chanel also tried to do it. Maybelline has also the try on. It will be on the website, but it doesn't work well. So I mean, the problem is still there. Like you can try it and you can think that you have your products, and when you go in storage, you just realize that it doesn't match your skin.
I would say, contrary to what I've said with the previous one, I'd say maybe also try to think about the angle of not just beauty, but the actual product being recommendation. And you can start with beauty, but like you got a CarMax. Yeah. So CarMax is essentially CarMax and Carvana. They came around with dealers selling used cars. They or they created a marketplace, but they started holding inventory. And there was a company that sold the actual product of the car. It was the exact same product. I couldn't tell if I wanted to buy the car. They created this like 3D thing where you could go in, you could check out every single little thing. And they said, and it's found that a lot of buyers were just ready to commit. And they said, okay, we'll ship the car to you, and if you don't like it, then you return the car. So it was the actual technology of that photos and the revolving technology, that company that sold proprietary technology that sold to a license to. But I'd say, I mean, if you start with the whole world, then it will get even more complicated. But this could, you could end up somewhere there also. Other than that, like other people, I also have no idea.
Okay. Or maybe your wife, I don't know, or your sisters, I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, and the other thing is, I know just from talking to people that like buying beauty stuff, products is like loyalty. So how much of that is like someone likes to buy Chanel, then will they continue to buy Chanel? How would that? That's something I'd say.
You mean for the loyalty program, I've decided to
Yeah.
So it will be like an app or just on the website. The more you buy the products, the more you unblock points, and we'll just unblock like exclusive products that you won't have for like the current customers. Like in general, you have very exclusive products and limited products. And you know, I wanted to make Tiles products rare, like one part of it, and that's why I decided to think about it. Like if you have, you know, it's like for the Birkin bags, you know, Hermes, they fight for like bags, and the price will be like 100 and 200 and 500 just for a bag because there's this rare thing. So if I decide to create an app and to unblock products, like if you, I mean, buy a lot of the project products, you know, you can have very personalized and exclusive products, and I think it's actually a pretty good idea, you know, to create like rare products and exclusive and personalized products. Nice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today. I think we are at the end of the different presentations, so I hope you enjoy your time. I know that in France it's like 2 o'clock to 2 a.m., so I think nobody's like watching right now, but it's live streamed and it will be, they could be seeing that and watching that tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for joining. We'll have some time now for networking. Thank you, Jordan, for the space, for the SDSU space and Lavin Entrepreneurship Center. So cool to be there. And yeah, thank you so much. If you have some questions, please reach me and I'll answer. Thank you so much.